Hello, everyone. We're going to go over a drill, which I really like. It's called the singles. And the purpose of that is to, just like what the name says, to work on your single shots. We do this, we have the students do this whole thing, all the bags that we have here. So they go from one bag to the other one. I'm just going to show it to you in a small, and I'm going to show you the order. And jab is a jab, cross is a cross hook. Everybody does jab cross, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to add a couple of things to it that I think gives it a whole different kind of meaning. All right. So we're going to do a passive jabs. So which means I'm standing from here. So remember, the most important thing about a jab is that I want to be at a distance where I cannot touch the other person. All right. So from here, I'm going to step into it. I'm going to do a jab. Right from here. Then when I'm done, I'm going to come back. A common mistake is that, in my opinion, people do jab, cross, and hook in the same range. So they're standing here to go jab, cross, and hook. I mean, that's effective, but each one of these weapons have their own particular range. So the jab has a step in, and you come back out. Or if you move on. For right now, we're going to do it and come back out. The other thing is, if I punch from chin level or higher, I'm going to turn my hand over. And I'll tell you why. So from here like this, see, if my shoulder level punches from here, it's wonderful. I can hit with two knuckles. But if I go any higher, that's going to require my wrist to bend. Okay, and that's something that I don't want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my hand over when I'm doing it. So if I'm here, from here, I'm going to go straight forward. This is my chin level. But I might go higher and I'll come back. Okay, so do you see the difference? Depending to what level I go, I want to do it. But what it gets different is the moving from one bag to the other. So I'm going to go jab, but when I go to the next bag, I'm going to look at it, put my hand out. Okay, I'm going to step left and right, come back, then I jab. I'm going to look at the next bag. I come back, then I jab and come back. Now I can go back, same thing, going to the right. So I'm going to go here, step right, left. From here, I'm going to step, come back. Next guy, come back. I might go higher and I'll come back. So this drill is not so much about hitting hard, but paying attention, moving from one person to the other one. Because you wouldn't want to just hit and just turn to the other person, because you don't know if that person is hitting you, right? So you keep the other hand up. So same thing for a cross. So the jab was here, and the cross, I'm going to be closer. Now notice my left fingers, they're touching the bag, right? So I'm going to do a cross from here. I'm going to go in and out from here, in and out, or you go hit, but look at my left hand. Now I'm going to the next guy. So I go left, right, I hit him, I come back. So notice from here, when I hit, this one comes back to my face while I'm turned, and my hands go back. So one hand is out the whole time. So from here like this, I go in and out, come back. Now if I want to go back, same thing. I go right, aim, then shot, come back. Aim, hit, come back. So that will be the cross. Notice the way I'm going from one bag to the other, right? Now for the hook, you can hook like this, you can hook like this. That's a whole different conversation. But I'm not standing here. I'm closer. Okay, different range again. So from here, I'm doing a hook. From here, I go back. Next guy, come back. My left hand is still out. Then I do a hook. My left hand still out. I do a hook, raising the heel off the ground, and come back. So if I want to go, notice again, my left hand is out, come back. Because again, the whole idea is don't just turn around to the next bag. And if you're going to the left, you step left foot first. If you're going to the right, you step right foot first. So we do a pass of all the jabs, passive crosses, passive hooks. Now we do a body shot. So body shot is kind of a different shot. So body shot is if I want to hit him in the body from here, I'm going to shift my weight, step out, right heel is off the ground, where I'm loading my hand. Then when I hit the bag, I switch. So my left heel is off the ground. So I'm doing a little tick-tock when I'm hitting it. So I shift, then I do a body shot. I come back, I shift to the right, I hit with the other hand. Notice when I'm shifting, my other hand is up, okay, from here. Or in order for me to load, I'm going to fake across. That way I'm really ready for the body shot. So remember, the body shot is palm up, stepping out. I don't go too far. I get close, hit with 2 knuckles. And it's not my arm, it's my weight that does it. Step out from here, hit, come back. Either way, one hand is out. I don't know necessarily if this is good for boxing, kickboxing, or what, but for self-defense, I think it's really important to keep the hand out there. So people literally will walk into it, okay, when we're doing it, okay? So that's the idea of the body shot. On the elbows, my fingers are open. Elbows are done from a hooking range. So I would not do it from a jab range. I wouldn't do it from a cross range. It's from a hooking range when we're doing it, okay? So the elbows, the idea is come up. When you hit, it's called a peekaboo. So peekaboo is the distance between my arms, close to each other, and you come back. But notice my left hand still out there. So when I hit, comes back, then I come back. Or if I do left, I come forward, peekaboo, and I come back. As far as the impact, this is not just true for elbows, for jab, cross, and hook also. So I could do elbow where I could bounce it. I could do elbow where I push it. I could do elbow where I go through it, right? So depending on what kind of damage I want to do, so the concept is to do one of those different impacts. So again, I go right elbow, left elbow, point my hand out, go to the next bag. 1, 2, go to the next bag. 1, 2, come back. If I want to go to the right, hand first, step. 1, 2, come back. The last one is the overhand right. We do a pass of them. And the idea of the overhand right is I'm going to turn my hand, hit with 2 knuckles. So from here. So, and the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to step left foot out. So my hand is out. I'm going to step left foot out. Again, from here, I'm going to load, come up over, and hit with 2 knuckles when I'm hitting it. And my hand is up on my face. So from here, I step out of the way, come back. Next guy, boom, get out of the way, come back. I'm almost getting out of the line of fire from here. Next one, I get out of the way and come back. So the idea is to do it as a warm-up for every bag. So if you can see this, come on this side. So I would do it to this bag, all the way through, all the way to the next bag. Then I would come back when I'm coming back. Now, after, now here's the order of should be done, in my opinion. First one, you should do it with gloves all the time. Second, you do it with hand wraps. Third, you do it bare knuckle. But you don't want to go to bare knuckle. You want to make sure you get idea of the gloves first, just for safety. Second, you can do the same thing open hand, which is in the street, I think is a little bit more applicable than actually punching. So from here, the concept will be a jab, would be a palm strike, and with the heel of the hand. Then it'd be cross, same idea. My hands are wide open. The hook, which is loading and unloading. And the overhand right will be more of a slap also, coming out and hitting with the heel. So good version of it will be doing it with open hand. But the idea is one hand to your face the entire time. One hand is out, which I think I borrowed that concept from Filipino martial arts, especially if you're doing weaponry. There's never a time both hands are out or both are in. One is always here. Like if this one is out or this one is out. So this drill is what we call singles.